We're walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. It's the heart of America, the heartbeat of a holiday. We're walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. It's the heart of America, the heartbeat of a holiday.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Magic Moments here with PPV. I am Jen, agency owner, and I am here with our fabulous Jennifer Sockel and Kathleen Patton.
Hello.
Hi, ladies. Welcome to Magic Moments again. We're here today to talk about the iconic Walt Disney World Park, Magic Kingdom. Everybody's park, everybody's favorite, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't go to Disney World without a stop into Magic Kingdom. And it's just the history and the magic, I guess, and the enchantment that you feel from the minute you walk into that park is just really special. It's a special place for a lot of families. Just celebrated its 50th anniversary. And there's so much there. There's so much there for everyone. Children of all ages to enjoy, right?
Yes.
And, you know, people love it for 1,000 different reasons. And we'll talk about some of ours here today. But I think first we kind of need to talk about location and what makes it kind of unique.
Well, what's the first thing you think of when you think of Walt Disney World? What's the first thing that comes to mind?
The castle.
What image comes to mind?
Yes.
That castle.
Yes.
That
Yes.
castle.
Yes.
She's so
And
beautiful.
it's a beauty.
Cinderella.
It's a beauty.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So what I
It's the
do
first
is
thing-
Oops.
it's the first thing. It's the first thing people think of, and especially families with kids. They usually will try to spend at least 2 days in Magic Kingdom because there is so many attractions that they offer for kiddos of all ages, even infants that can ride. So they will say, you know, what resort is closest to Magic Kingdom that's convenient for us since we're spending 2 days there. So that is a big deal for those. And there's 3 resorts that are close to Magic Kingdom. You can actually walk from all 3 resorts. Contemporary would be the closest in terms of walking. And then you have the Polynesian, which is one of my favorites. And then you have the Grand Floridian, of course, which is just beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
So walking to Magic Kingdom is perfect from those. And then you can take the monorail to Magic Kingdom if you wanted to, and to Epcot from those 3 resorts. So you get 2 parks that you can get transportation to. That's not one of the buses. And so it's just convenient for those families with kids, especially the Contemporary. Just walk about 12-minute walk maybe to the Magic Kingdom entrance from Contemporary. It's not far at all. Especially for those nappers who need those kids, take that nap, just hop back, come back to the park when you're ready, and it's just super convenient. So lots of great reasons.
Sure. And not to mention, there's a couple of the most beautiful resorts on property too. I mean, you can't beat the Grand Floridian in terms of luxury and detail. And you just walk into that lobby, and it's just, it really takes your breath away.
And the Poly Beach is beautiful.
Yes.
Great spot to watch the fireworks.
Yes. The
UV tip.
Huge fan favorite. Yeah.
My kids love laying in the pool at the Polynesian and watching the fireworks at the same time. There's something about swimming, fireworks, seeing the castle lit up, kind of all right there. It's just so magical, honestly. And the Polynesian, if you think of it, I mean, you're in this tropical paradise of a resort in the heart of Orlando and Walt Disney World. And if you don't look up and see the castle, I mean, it really kind of immerses you into that tropical feel. So if you're looking for a place to be close to the magic, but still have your escape in your downtime, I mean, that's definitely quite the place to do it. So just absolutely beautiful. And then, you know, the Grand Floridian, I mean, it's
gorgeous. It really, that's my daughter's favorite. She's very bougie. She this every time we go, I'm gonna stay at the Grand Floridian again. It's like, no, not this time, maybe another time. But she just loves the water slide there. And it's great. I mean, I feel like it's a little less, a little more quiet than the Polynesian. It's a little more laid back. So if that's more your scene, but it's really, you Can't go wrong.
Girl after my own heart.
Yeah.
Love
I'm
it.
not gonna lie, I know. I'm
Love
all
a good-
about deluxe resorts, you know me, but it's yeah, you wouldn't be sorry staying there, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's just awesome. And you know, from the minute you arrive at any of those resorts and you look out over that water and you're just like in awe because there's the castle. It's so magical and the kids are just blown away by it. So it's something really, really special. And to be able to be in the parks within minutes is
Yeah, I was just gonna say being able to walk in the Grand Floridian now, that newer path is a huge bonus. It really is. It's not a bad walk. It's probably a good like 10 to 15 minutes, but it's a nice walk. You're right along the water, and next thing you know, you're there. So it's definitely an option if you don't feel like waiting for transportation, like at the end of the night, or just to get back quick for a nap in the afternoon, like Jen said too. So,
And I also tell clients who want to take a break in mid-afternoon, just hop the monorail for Magic Kingdom, stop at Contemporary, hop off, explore, hop back on, head over to Poly. You can get off, explore what they've got, and then go under Grand Floridian, then come back to Magic Kingdom. And that gives you a chance to kind of see what each one looks like and see the Grand Floridian's lobby, because it definitely is grand, for sure. And it's just something to see. And it's just a great break from the park if your kiddos need a change of scenery.
especially at the holidays, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
holidays and the gingerbread house. Oh my gosh. And the Grand Floridian, that gingerbread house at the holidays is, you have to see it. I mean, you just have to see it to believe it. But I was going to say, you know, to your comment about the break from the parks and getting on that monorail, you don't have to fold your stroller. This is like,
Yes.
Well, that's important things for sure. Yeah.
you're watching or listening and you have little kids. I mean, this speaks to you for sure. I mean, you could just roll onto that monorail, stroll on through each resort, and never have to wake a napping child. I mean,
And at the Poly, you can stop at I'm drawing a blank on the name. We can get drinks while you're in the stroller.
yeah, for sure. I mean, they call it the monorail crawl, right?
Yeah, keep them sleeping in the stroller and then head on.
The Enchanted Rose at the Grand Floridian is pretty cool too. If you want to go someplace a little more upscale, then they've got some very fancy drinks there. I have to say, it's beautiful though. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's the decor and the detail. It's kind of modeled more after like the live action Beauty and the Beast, I think, than so much the classic cartoon. But it's definitely worth a visit for sure. Even if you don't have to have a drink, but just to go in and look at it, see the chandelier. It's modeled after Belle's dress. It's just really
stunning.
Yeah.
Stunning. And the rooms over there are being renovated to
so nice. They are so nice.
Absolutely beautiful. So as you can see, we can talk about the monorail resorts all day long. And they quickly whisk you into Magic Kingdom, which is just so immersive and so enchanting. And there's nothing better than that moment when you step into Magic Kingdom and the castle is there and you're strolling down Main Street and it's just it just takes you away. I mean, no matter who you are, if you're a Disney fan or not, it takes you away. It's just so beautiful.
I still love the memory of my daughter the first time she saw the castle walking into the park when she was 3. It was just like the best. It's just that, especially at that age, just the magic's for everybody. Like, the adults feel it, everybody, but when you're going there with your little kids and they get their little princess dress on and they're going to go see Cinderella, it's like there's nothing like it. There really isn't. It's just pure magic.
And that's a memory that you will never forget.
No.
And that's when people are like, should I take my child because she's only 2? She won't remember it. And it's like, well, she may not remember all of it, but you will remember all the things that she did, her facial expression, her actions. And those are important for us to have as well with our kids.
So fun and so magical. So, you know, we don't get asked too often what is there to do in Magic Kingdom, because most people know what there is to do in Magic Kingdom, or, you know, it's that iconic park. So people hear so much about it. So many attractions. I mean, in all of the lands, there are so many attractions. So you've got your Tomorrowland, your Fantasyland, your Frontierland, and your Adventureland, and each one is sort of has its own theming and their attractions based around it. But you really need 2 days to see and do it all. I mean, there's really no way to kind of cram it
It's
in.
something for everyone too, so it's just each land has such different kind of theming and stuff too that there's a little something for. There's pirates for the little guys, and then there's the princesses and roller coasters and haunted mansion. There's such a vast different selection, and then there's all the classic rides too that you can't forget either. Those, even though they might be a little outdated, you can't not go on Peter Pan or Small World.
Exactly.
And that's
Exactly. Things that have been there for 50 years, that now adults grew up, with, are now wanting to share those experiences with their children and grandchildren. So those things are so special to many, many families. And then you have all the new stuff that's sprinkled in throughout. And I think they've done a great job at kind of managing both and keeping those original iconic attractions, full of life, but yet bringing in the modern.
Keeping it fresh. There's always something new to look forward to, while maintaining the classic Disney experience as well. So.
All right. I have to ask this question. It's coming. What's your favorite attraction? It's so hard. It's hard. Your favorite, and then maybe your family favorite, because I think there's two different favorites probably that we all have.
Yep. So my personal favorite is the soon to be exiting Splash Mountain. I love Splash Mountain. It's been around for as long as I can remember, based on Song of the South, which I know a lot of people aren't familiar with, but it's a thrill ride. It's the one that has it's the flume ride with the log, the big long drop in the front, and that's going to be switching over to Tiana's Incredible Bayou Adventure, I believe it's called. I don't know if it's fully determined just yet, but it's going to be switching over the theme to from the Princess Frog movie, which is another one of our favorites. So I am excited to see that too, as much as I will be sad to see the original attraction be changed. But that's my personal favorite. But I think my family favorite that we all look forward to the most is probably the Haunted Mansion. It's just, we all love it. My daughter loves it. We go on that probably about at least 5 times each time we visit. So that's a real true classic. But now it has like the cool interactive queue from the line when you first go into, which is kind of like not to be missed.
Fun one. It's a fun one for sure.
My favorite one is a toss-up between Jungle Cruise and Haunted Mansion. Because remember, I'm not a thrill seeker, so you won't find me on Splash Mountain. I rode it once, did ride it once, a long time ago. My family favorite is probably, excluding me, would be Big Thunder Mountain. My kids and my husband love Big Thunder Mountain, especially in the dark. They love that one in the dark. Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you. Our family favorite is Big Thunder Mountain in the dark with the fireworks. My kids love being on that with the fireworks going. They always ask to sit in the back of the train because it's a little more adventurous in the back. They'll actually wait longer in line just so that they can get to the back of the train, which is crazy to me, but that's what they do. My personal favorite is got to be, I know this is going to probably sound really lame, but I just love Dumbo. I love Dumbo. It's a classic, right? And I love Peter Pan. So those two, the classics, the oldies but goodies. I'm not a huge thrill seeker, so they're more like speed.
But like you mentioned about Thunder Mountain too, that's one of the things I love about Splash Mountain is when you get right to the crest of that hill, right before you go down, you've got one of the best views in Disney World. The castle's right there in front of you. You can see everything for about 2 seconds, and then you just plummet to the earth.
Splash. Yeah, I would totally miss the view because I have my eyes closed.
Well, you look quick, then you close your eyes as you. So,
And Jennifer, you also mentioned Jungle Cruise. Jungle Cruise is
even though the jokes, I know the jokes, I know which ones are going to say something most of the time. They're still funny to me because and when they say it, like I giggle, but no one else is giggling on the boat, and I look around and I'm like, why is no one else giggling?
I also have to say that attraction at the holidays is when I love it. I love the Jingle Cruise.
Oh yes.
And it's just kind of cute. It's done up. It's fun.
Speaking of the holidays, the castle during the holidays is just out of this world. It really is. It's like
Yes,
nothing
the
else. It's
reflections
not
on it.
TV. Yes. Yes.
There's
Nighttime.
nothing better than Magic Kingdom at Christmas time.
No, it's not. I
Even if you
agree.
don't like Christmas, you
I
will
know.
like Christmas by the time you've Magic Kingdom at Christmas time. I tell people that. I'm like, well, if you don't like, I'm going to
Mhm.
challenge you because I guarantee you're going to come home and be like, okay, you were right. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's
Yes.
absolutely beautiful. The
Mhm.
decorations and, you know, I'm a big Disney history buff, and I love the behind the scenes and the how things have come about and all of this over the years. And it absolutely fascinates me how, you know, the work that goes into decorating that park for the different seasons and how
Mhm.
quickly they put it all
Yes.
together and just how amazing it looks. So when you realize that and then you go and see it, you're just like,
Mhm.
it's just mind blowing. It's just
Yeah.
so beautiful. So beautiful. So if you ever have a chance to visit Magic Kingdom during the holiday season,
Yeah.
it's
Like you
special.
go at
It's something
like
very
Halloween.
special.
I love like Halloween. They'll have like the last Halloween party on the actual day, and then like November 1st, it's like hello Christmas. You know, you get in there and it's starting already. It's like the seasons change pretty much overnight. It's
Over
really cool. Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah.
And speaking of holidays, too, we have the different parties that happen, the events, the special events during the various seasons. So, kicking off actually next, in a little over a week, is 9 or 10 days from now is the first Mickey's Very Not So Scary Halloween Party, which is
The real
so much
party.
fun. And it's crazy to think
Yes.
of it in August because we're not really in the mindset for fall, but it's such a blast with the
It
shows and
really
the
is.
entertainment and the parade and the specialty fireworks, trick or
Mhm.
treating for the kids. I mean, it's just really,
Mhm.
really quite a spectacular event. All the cast are dressed up, and it's just amazing. So
And
if you're a
last
Halloween,
year, yeah, they just had the modified Boo Bash kind of last summer too. Like last Halloween, it wasn't the traditional party, so this will be the original one returning after COVID, sitting away for a while. So, but yeah, it's awesome. And this is like the one chance for adults to dress up too, like to come in full costume into the parks because otherwise that's discouraged.
people get so into it, you'll see
They do, yes.
family theming and all sorts of things that people
Mhm.
put a lot of time and effort into those
Yeah.
costumes. So it's neat to see. And then, like you said, overnight they're going to switch gears into the holiday season, become the 1st of November, and then Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will make its return this year, and it hasn't happened in a few years. So that kicks off, I think, November 8th and runs through Christmas time. So it's absolutely the holiday
Yeah.
fireworks and that parade is the toy soldiers. Just it's just so cool.
It
So
is. It really is.
very, very fun to see. And you can get your hot cocoa and cookies, and the entertainment is phenomenal. So those special events they do a really, really good job. A lot of times families will ask us, if it's worth the extra investment in their vacation to attend an event. And I think it depends on your family. And I think you ladies would probably agree with me. It just
Mhm.
depends. It's a late night. The parties run until midnight. So you have to be able to stay up late and really kind of get your money's worth, because they're not cheap to go, but if you really get into it and you enjoy the whole thing, I think
Mhm.
they're definitely worth checking out.
Right. I mean, how often does it snow on Main Street?
And that moment, it's just
It's
so
so cool. It really is.
it's hard to even explain, it's hard. And you talk to someone who's never been, they're like, okay, yeah, it sounds fun, but it's really worth it. It's so magical.
That's just one of my favorite times of the year to visit, period, because of the holidays and also because the weather is perfect at that time of year, too, in my opinion. Being from New England, I'm not a fan of the heat. So it's nice and dry. Usually it's still warm, but like much more tolerable than some of the other hotter times of the year. So for us, it's definitely one of our must-do times of year to visit. Plus the holidays, too. It's like the best of both.
Truth.
So.
And my other favorite, I have so many favorites, I'm sorry, but um just the night fireworks. I mean, every night, it's just every single night the entertainment and the fireworks that happen it's just mind blowing. That it's just the regular thing there all the time. It happens every single day, all year round. So it's pretty fascinating.
Work a night into the plans at Magic Kingdom to check out the nighttime show while you're there, without a doubt, without question. So
the music and just the ambiance, the whole thing. And then if you're a shopper,
I'm just going to say,
great shopping. We can help you make it very easy to spend money on your vacation. But in reality, the merchandise shopping in Magic Kingdom is, you have your typical, Disney merchandise, and then you have, the jewelry and the Pandora store and all sorts of things that are just
specialty shops there in addition to, So it's really
the food. We didn't even talk about the food.
Yeah, I know. There's that too.
Lots of great eating. Casey's Corner hot dogs is like iconic. The Plaza ice cream sundaes when you're watching the fireworks, and lots of great snacking. And then, of course, you have Cinderella's Royal Table, which is the iconic restaurant in Disney World. Everyone wants to dine in the castle, with Cinderella. So that's a pretty special experience that many families, it's kind of on their bucket list to do, kind of a thing. And it's just really special.
For sure.
There is no short of fun.
No.
Of magic and fun, and all of it in Magic Kingdom. And the surrounding resorts, as we talked about. So make sure you put at least one day on the books when you're planning your next Disney vacation for Magic Kingdom, if not 2 days. I think that's probably the most popular park. And most people, if they can, do put 2 days on their schedule for visiting while they're there. So much fun, so much history. It's just pure magic at Magic Kingdom. All right, ladies.
All right.
Thanks so much for hopping on today, talking about Magic Kingdom. And until next time, we'll see you real soon.
Bye.
Bye.
We're walking right down the middle of Main Street, USA. It's the heart of America, the heartbeat of a holiday. We're walking right down the middle